Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Roliver Queen. Thank you guys for coming through. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, I'll just give everybody some time to hop right in. I appreciate everybody coming in on just a random fucking Monday. And I apologize. I don't really plan these streams. I just fucking get the notification that these lists are out, and I'm like, oh shit, I should probably do a video. But let's check in. Let's see who is in the chat. We got my boy Tevia. Tevia, as always, I appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. We got my boy Steph. Steph, what is going on, brother? Much love, much love, much love. Appreciate you guys. I'll give everybody a couple more minutes, couple more moments just to hop on right in. But while we are getting set up, if this is your first time on the channel, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. I promise I will have some more regular content up there soon. I'm just still getting settled into this new job, bunch of life shit happening. But yeah, I've been trying to do my best to throw some content on the channel here and there. And I guess while people are coming in, I guess I'll just go ahead and say thank you very much, guys. We hit 400 subs. 400 subs, finally. 400 subs. We did it. We did it. We did it. It took a year of some change, but we finally did it, man. We hit 400 subs. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. We finally hit 400 subs. I just want to say thank you to everybody, man. Thank you to everybody who's been a part of the ride. Thank you for everybody who's been engaging with the content, whether it was a like, whether it was a comment, whether it was you sharing my shit. I appreciate you. And yes, I promise there is a 400 sub stream coming. I am very sorry that it's taken forever to plan that. But I promise when I get the details about that, I will share it with you all. But yeah, I'll let folk just come and straddle on in. You guys are here for the top 200 comic book list of May 2022. So let's just jump right in, man. Let's just jump right in. All right. Let's get to it, guys. So per usual, what I'm gonna do is I will go through the list in tens. I'll list the comics, and then I'll just give my thoughts on these rankings by 10. So let's start off with the first one. We got, let me just make sure it's still right. Yeah, it's May. Okay, so we got Amazing Spider-Man #1. At #1, we have Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. At #2, we have Hulk versus Thor Banner War Alpha at 3. We have Twig #1 at 4. We have Moon Knight Black, White, and Blood #1 at 5. We have Batman 123 Shadow War at 6. We have Thor 25 at #7. We have Flashpoint Beyond #1 of 6 at #8. We have Spider-Man 2099 Exodus Alpha at #9. And rounding things off, we have X-Men #11 at 10. All right, Amazing Spider-Man #1. I believe this came out a month ago, so I'm assuming this is a reprint, or maybe this is the actual issue that came out. And I'm not reading Spider-Man as always. All Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Very smart of Marvel to put this out right when the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show is coming out. I'm not watching Star Wars. I think Star Wars is terrible. I think their fans are terrible. So I'm staying away from that. But good for Star Wars. Hulk versus Thor. Not reading any of the Donny Cates stuff. But yeah, Twig, don't know what the fuck that is. Moon Knight, I think Hickman did something on this. But yeah, this is a book I haven't been reading also. Batman 123, I have read that. For Shadow War, I thought it was decent. I thought the whole Shadow War arc was decent. Thought it was decent. Out of the fuck ton of crossovers we've been getting from DC Comics recently, I think Shadow War is the strongest one, but that's not by a high margin. I think this is probably one of Williamson's weakest works. I can tell he was just bullshitting a lot of this just so we can push to Dark Crisis, just get everybody set up. But yeah, this Batman 173 was okay, but I get it. It's Batman, of course, it's going to be in the top 10. Thor 25, like I said, I'm not reading anything Donny Cates at the moment. Flashpoint, Beyond #1. Like I said, y'all hate Jeff Johns. Say what you want about Jeff Johns, but he gets asses into comic book shops, and this being number 8 out of 200, this just proves it. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought Flashpoint Beyond #1 fucking slapped. Oh, hold on, who else we got in here? Sai, what's going on, Sai? Sai said Twig is by Scotty Young, I believe. Okay. Appreciate you coming through, Sai. Like I said, we gotta get you on these streams very soon. Kenny, appreciate you coming through, brother. I appreciate you. But yeah, where else are we? Spider-Man 2099, not reading Spider-Man, but good for that. X-Men 11, not reading X-Men, but good for X-Men. All right, let's move right along. And I apologize if I am getting through this a little faster than usual. I have not eaten a goddamn thing since, I want to say, maybe 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get through this as quick as possible. Let's see here. All right, so at 11 we have Amazing Spider-Man #2. We have Hulk #7. We have Grimm #1. We have Immortal X-Men #2. We have Captain America Symbol of Truth #1. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last One #5. We have Moon Knight #11. We have Jurassic League #1. We have Batman Superman's World's Finest #3. And at number 20, we have Batman Killing Time #3. All right, Amazing Spider-Man, not reading. Hulk, not reading. Don't know what Grimm is. Immortal X-Men #2. Makes sense. It seems like, I think this is Kieran Gillen who's doing this. Seems like the streets is really feeling his X-Men. So good for him. Captain America Symbol of Truth. Is this the Sam one? I think this is the Sam one. Or this could be the Steve Rogers one. But I did peep the what is it? It wasn't a zero issue, but there was one of those issues that set up both of their stories. I read that. I enjoyed it a lot. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not reading, but good for them. Moon Knight, not reading. Jurassic League. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Jurassic League, but good for it. Seems like this is something that people have wanted, something new, and it seems like the streets is really receptive to it. Batman Superman's World's Finest #3. I'm not gonna lie, I've been dismissing this series because I thought it was just, I didn't think it would be anything consequential, but it seems like, according to Shadow War, uh, things are gonna link, and I believe Wade is doing a Batman versus Robin event that's spinning off of World's Finest, so I got to get on that. Batman Killing Time. Not reading that yet. I know King's doing that, and Streets is really feeling that. But yeah, so that's what we have for our top 20. Let me get to some of these comments. Sai said, if Captain America Symbol of Truth is higher than the Cap Sentinel literally, then I'm happy. Okay, yeah. So it's the first Captain America book I'm seeing on here so far. So looks like he may be right. And Sai also said Grimm is an indie by Stephanie Williams about a Grim Reaper who can't remember how she died. I remember that. I remember hearing good things about that one too. Okay. And it was said, it's Sam's Cap over Steve. Okay, all right, yeah. I knew 2 came out. I just don't remember what the fucking name is. Well, what the fucking names were. But all right, let's move on to the 20s. All right, we got Shadow War Zone #1. I got some words about that. Spawn 329 at 22. We have Spawn Scorch #5 at 23. We have Savage Avengers #1. Oh, I got some good words about that one. At 24, we have Batman Beyond the White Knight #3 at 25. We have Devil's Reign Omega #1 at 26. We have Nightwing 92 at 27. Okay. We got X-Men Red number 2 at 28. We have Wolverine 21 at 29. And rounding things off at 30, we have Star Wars 23. All right. Shadow Warzone. What do I have to say about Shadow Warzone? Shadow Warzone was some mid. Like out of all the stories that was in it, I think the first one, which was the Black Canary and Angel Breaker story, that's like the only one that like piqued my interest. Everything else was some mid. I think there was another story in there that sets up the Batman versus Robin event that we're getting. And yeah, there was a Harley Quinn story that really rubbed me the wrong way. Apparently, DC Comics don't know what the fuck to do with what's his name, Luke Fox. So they're slapping him on a Harley Quinn book, which makes zero fucking sense to me. Like, bro, at this point, you might as well just throw Luke Fox in I Am Batman, have him do something with Jace. Throwing him in a Harley Quinn book that people aren't really reading like that, I don't understand it at all. Why? Why? Let's see here. Not reading Spawn. If you guys are not reading Savage Avengers, go read Savage Avengers. I talk about this book all the time on the timeline. This is the brand new one by his name escapes me, but check out the brand new number one. It fucking slaps. If you enjoyed Gary Dugan's Savage Avengers, you will enjoy this. But yeah, I got nothing but good things to say about this book, and I'm sure this is going to be another stellar run. Batman Beyond the White Knight. I'm letting that stack. I'm letting that stack. So I have no thoughts on that, but I am buying it. Devil's Reign Omega, solid. If you have been keeping up with Devil's Reign, this is a great way to end everything off, and it sets up the upcoming Daredevil run. I thought it was solid, nothing crazy. Nightwing 92. I think you guys know how I feel about this current Nightwing run. This one was okay. It was okay. I don't, as much as I am happy that Nightwing is in the top 50, especially 27 out of 200. The writing, this book is just getting, how do I say this? The art is carrying that book, and the little bits that you can take and put on Twitter, that's what's carrying this book. This run is not great, but I mean, good for it. As a Nightwing fan, and in terms of sales, great. As a Nightwing fan, if you're looking for substance, this ain't it. X-Men Red. Which one is Al Ewing doing that one? Yeah, I'm not surprised. The streets is feeling Al Ewing. They're feeling Kieran Gillen. So good for them. Wolverine 21. I'm surprised this book is selling as well because, man, it lost me a while ago, but I'm pretty sure I've said that before on the stream. Star Wars, not reading Star Wars. Fuck Star Wars. So let's move on. Let's start off with 31. Wait, hold on. Before I continue, Sai said Luke Fox isn't in God's will. I will be honest. Once they ditched the plans for Luke Fox to be the next Batman, which is what Jace is, yeah, they just dropped the ball with him completely. Like they dropped the ball with him completely. They can do so much more with him, but I don't know. Maybe somebody upstairs, hopefully John Ridley, will start banging on some fucking doors and be like, "Yeah, come on. If you're gonna give me Jace, give me Luke. I can do something interesting with him." I trust Ridley with Luke more than I do Stephanie Williams. Or excuse me, Stephanie Phillips. Excuse me. There's so many damn Stephanies at DC Comics. But anyways, let's go start with 31. We got King Spawn number 10. We got Giant Size X-Men Thunderbird number 1. We have Venom Lethal Projector number 2. We have Justice League 75. That's got to be a reprint. We have Spider-Man 2099. We have Spider-Punk number 2. We have Something is Killing the Children. We have Marauders number 2. We have Saga 59. And capping things off at 40, we have New Mutants 25. All right, all right, all right, all right. Not reading Spawn, not reading X-Men, not reading Venom. I know this is like an OG Venom run, but not reading that. Justice League 75. I'm sure that's a reprint because as much as I didn't like that issue, I know it sold very well. So yeah, that came out last month, so this got to be a reprint. I feel like I just saw Spider-Man 2099, but good for that. Spider-Punk, not reading that. Something's killing the children. Not surprising. James Tynion is fucking knocking out the ballpark with that one. Marauders #2. I think that's the Steve Orlando joint relaunch. So good for him. Good for him. Saga 50. People just love Saga. One day I'll get to it, but yeah, and it just came back, so yeah, it's good to see that it's still hitting the top 50 charts. New Mutants. I know Vita y'all is writing that one. One day I'll get to reading that book. But good for it. That's 40 out of 200, and 40 and 50 in the top 50. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. All right, all right, all right. Not much to say here about this bunch. Let's move on to 41. 41, 41. We got Legion of X #1. We got Saga 58. That's probably a reprint. We got Punisher #3. We got House of Slaughter #6. We got Batman Beyond Neo Year #2. We got Avengers Forever #5. We got What If Miles Morales #3. We got X Force 28. We got Berserker. How long has this book been going on for? Jesus Christ. All right, that's #8. And rounding things off at 50, we have Thor 24. Not much to say about this bunch. I don't, yo, who is buying these What If Miles Morales books? Make yourselves known in the chat, please, or make yourself known in the comments. Because who is buying this? Why are you buying this? Why? Make it make sense to me. Why are people buying this book? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like we're already having. Oh, okay. Somebody's making themselves known. Sai is buying this Miles Morales book. Why? Why? We're already having this whole debacle about Spider-Man. Excuse me, Miles Morales being Spider-Man, and should he be named Spider-Man? Why are we just giving him what ifs? Like, bro, you are Spider-Man. You're cooking that Spider-Man. Your book is selling very well as Spider-Man. I don't get it, but I don't get it. I don't get it. What else? Um, Avengers Forever. Supposedly, this book is selling. Well, it's the quality is better than the actual Avengers run. So I was about to ask who's buying this too, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's like night and day with fucking Jason Aaron. Like his Punisher is great according to what the streets are saying. Avengers Forever seems to be doing very well, but the main Avengers book is just some fucking cheeks. It's fucking cheeks. But anyways, the X Force, another book I fell off of. One day I'll get to Berserker, and I'm not reading Thor. All right, so from here on out, um, this is the shit you got to pay for. This is the shit you got to pay for. You get the top 50 for free. Everything else you got to pay for. And I will always say this. Thank you to AJ, a friend of the channel. I am using his ICV2 account, which is why I have access to this fucking top 200 list. All right, so let's see how these other books are doing. Start off with 51. We got 8 Billion Genies. We got DC versus Vampire. DC versus Vampires Hunters #1. We got Fantastic Four 43. We got Iron Man #19. We got Gunslinger Spawn #8. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 128. We have Ben Riley Spider-Man. And we have we got Nocturne #10. We got Star Wars Han Solo Chewbacca. And rounding things off at 60 is Crossover 13. All right, all right, all right. Let me answer size comments. Let's see here. His what if is basically various versions of him as other heroes, which isn't creative, but it's fun. Except John Ridley's issue, it was depressing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, as much as I like Ridley, he's a fucking hit or miss, and he tends to harp on racial issues and other things like that a little too hard. For some books it works, some books it doesn't. But I'm not surprised. Like, Ridley, you either take him as it is or you fucking don't. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll check out one of those Miles What If issues. I won't be sober while doing it, but I'll check it out one day. Let's see here. Do I have anything to say about this bunch? No, not really. Good to see DC versus Vampires is doing pretty well. That's one book I'll get to. It seems like they're trying to make that the new Deceased, because Deceased is wrapping up. But yeah, one day I'll get to it. But again, not bad. 52 out of 200, not bad at all. Anything else here? Nope, not much to say. I feel like I can move on. I can move on. All right. So let's get to 61. Son of Kal-El, number 11. Wolverine patch number 2. Detective Comics 1060. Robin 14. Batman the Night. Silk number 5. Sandman Universe. Nightmare Country number 2. Something is Killing the Children number 2. Little Monsters number 3. And rounding things off at 70 is Avengers 56. All right. Good to see Son of Kal-El is still in the top 100. Damn it, guys. The people who just fucking hate this book and say it's not selling, man, they're not going to like this. They're not going to like this at all. 61 out of 200 is not bad. Is it in the top 50? No. But is it still in the top 100? Yes. So, damn it, guys. I know those folk, they fucking hate this book, but Tom Taylor is doing his thing. He's doing his thing. I still think the book is mid as fuck, but it is what it is. I just love poking fun whenever it comes to Superman Son of Kal-El. I just love poking fun at people when it comes to that book, because man, they swear this book is not doing well. Wolverine patch, not reading. Detective Comics, yeah, this is low for Detective, very low. But like I said, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think Tamaki wore people out with that Shadows of the Bat joint. So I'm not surprised. But still, 63 out of 200 is not bad at all. Robin 14. This, like I said, the Robin issues of the Shadow War were my favorites. I think Williamson, those are the ones that he tried his best at. Still not bad. Batman the Night. The Chip Zdarsky's joint. If I'm not mistaken, I think he said this series is gonna tie into what he's gonna be doing on Batman. So at some point I should get to it. And I think this is the one where people were freaking out about, where they supposedly Bruce Wayne was by and got all those clickbait articles, but which seemed to be a fake out. But still, yeah, not bad. 66 out of 200. Excuse me, 65 out of 200. Not bad. But anything else over here I want to talk about? No, not really. People who keep buying Avengers, Jason Aaron's Avengers, go ahead and make yourselves known in the chat. You need to tell me why, because I don't understand. I don't understand. But anyways, let's get to this next batch. We got Catwoman 43 starting at 71. We got I Hate This Place number 1. We got Eternals number 12 at 73. We got Frank Frazetta, Death Dealer. We have Gunslinger Spawn. We have Batman Beyond the White Knight number 2. We have Deathstroke Inc. number 9. We have Maestro World War number 3. We have Once in Future 25. And rounding things off at 80 is Hulk number 6. Let's see here. Catwoman 43. Whoever is buying Catwoman, I'm sorry. That book it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. I I hate it when writers put Twitter lingo, put Twitter topics in their books. It's I don't know. It's embarrassing to see how it's embarrassing to see the quality dip from Ram V. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. I like I said, I would have rather this book gotten canceled than it continue on, but I get it. V held steady sales, and again, 71 out of 200 is not bad, but man, the quality is not great. It's not great. That's not Catwoman at all. That is Teenie Howard using Catwoman as a mouthpiece. That's all it is. But anyways, what else here? Batman Beyond the White Knight. I'm sure this is a reprint. Deathstroke Inc. #9. Yeah, like I said, not really feeling this arc, and I think the Deathstroke issues were some of the worst ones of this crossover. The art was not hitting, and again, the story was just some mid. But again, 77 out of 200 is not terrible, but I get why it's lower on the list because man, that not a great event. But anything else I want to mention here? Nah, nope. Let's see here. So I said it was barely a fake out, and people are just dumb. Yeah. And I think people knew it was a fake out too. And we're talking about a Batman tonight, but again, you got to get the clickbait articles. You got to get the clickbait videos. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here. Oh damn, I got 5 people up in here. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. We got Jen. Appreciate you coming through, baby. Appreciate you, sexy. Aki said, would be great if writers wrote shit organically than just doing Twitter topics almost verbatim. Tom Taylor is the worst offender. Oh, you spitting, brother. You are spitting. You are spitting, spitting, spitting. But it is what it is, unfortunately. And people are buying these books. People are buying these books. Like I said, I'm an offender because it's Nightwing. I gotta buy it. But Catwoman, I'm not buying. I bought the first couple issues. No. But let's move on. Start off with 81. We got Carnage #2. We got Punisher #2. I'm sure Punisher's a reprint. We got Batman Fortress #1. Damn, that's low for a Batman book. God damn. It's not terrible, but Jesus. I think this one was also guilty of a couple things too. I seen a couple panels. Yeah. I want to say, yeah, this was another was guilty of, some Twitter lingo and harping too much on real life issues. Too on the nose. I remember seeing a lot of stuff about this one, so I'm not surprised. And maybe just people are just burnt out with Batman stuff. But yeah, this is not surprising at all. But that's low for Batman, very low, especially #1. Department of Truth 18. We got Star Wars, Howkin Legacy, Batman Beyond the White Knight #1. That's definitely a reprint. Got Elektra Black, White, and Blood #4. We got Star Wars Crimson Reign. We got Radiant Black #14. And to round things off at 90 is Task Force Z #7. All right. Hulk, nothing to say. Carnage definitely a reprint. Damn. Ranvi selling the shit out that book. Good for him. Punisher #2, yeah, reprint. Yeah, good for Jason Aaron. What else? What else? Yeah, nothing much to say here. I wish Radiant Black was selling a little higher. Radiant Black is a great series, but I wouldn't be surprised if it hits better in trade, because it is a bit of a slow burn sometimes. But I'm sure when you sit back and read it all in one go, it slaps harder. So I'm not surprised, but I wish this was a little higher. The Task Force Z, not bad, especially for a Jason Todd centered book. But yeah, I wish it was higher. That's another one I'm not reading at the moment, but I hear pretty good things about it. Let's see. So get to some comments. Yes, I said Batman Fortress was awful, so it's okay. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, I figured as much. But yeah, I did not hear good things about it. And oh, Jin said screaming. Yeah, of course, man. I always gotta hype you up, baby. I always gotta hype you up. And I appreciate you for coming through once again. And Aki said, am trade wedding task for Z. Yeah, I'm possible. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. All right, let's move on. We are in the 90s now. Apologize if you see me, if you hear me sniffling. I don't have COVID. I just had the AC on. All right. Alice Ever After, number 2 at 91. Star Wars Alpha, excuse me, Star Wars Doctor Alpha. Yeah, that definitely says Alpha. At 92, we have Batgirls number 6. 93, we have Captain Carter number 3. At 94, we have Nubia Coronation Special number 1 at 95. Damn, that's low. Suicide Squad Get Joker number 3 at 96. Flash 782 at 97. Okay. That's at 97. We got Dark Knights of Steel number 6 at 98. Excuse me. We got Justice League versus Legion of Superheroes number 3 at 99. And Action Comics 1043 rounded things off at 100. Okay. Yeah, Batgirls. I forget this book is even a thing, man. But it's definitely dipped in terms of sales. Damn, because I feel like every single time I look at a sales list, like this gets lower and lower and lower. But 93 out of 200, not terrible, not terrible. Nubia Coronation Special. Yeah, you know what? After Trial of the Amazons, I'm not surprised that this special, especially for it being a number 1, is so low on the list. But again, out of 200 books, it's hitting 95, so it's not terrible, but that's not great, especially for number 1. But I get it, man. Like, was Stephanie Williams? There's so many damn Stephanies. Whatever Stephanie it was that did Trial of the Amazons and Nubia, and the Amazons did not do Nubia any favors. Skip to Flash 782. I feel like this book is climbing the charts. I feel like Jeremy Adams is finally getting his cred, and I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised next month, especially since he has a tie-in for Dark Crisis. I wouldn't be surprised if this is in the top 50 or at least higher up in the 100, well, in the top 100. But yeah, good to see Flash 782 just climbing up the ranks. Should be higher, but again, this is much higher than when I saw it last time. Dark Knights of Steel, trade waiting. Justice League versus Legion of Superheroes. Whoever is buying this book, why? Again, why? Make yourselves known in the chat. Make yourselves known in the comments. Why? Why? Action Comics 1043. Another book that I feel is climbing the charts. Every time I look at the sales list, I feel like it's either in the high 100s, and it just keeps climbing up. But good to see it, man. I wish it was higher. Should be higher. But again, I'll say this, man. Philip Kennedy Johnson should have the main Superman book. This reads like a main Superman book, but because of the legacy push, they want John to have the title. And as you see, that book is not selling terrible, but it's not selling great. I feel like if Philip Kennedy Johnson was on the main Superman book, I feel like that book would be doing so much better. But again, 100 out of 200, not bad, but could be better. If y'all not reading Action Comics, man, get y'all asses in the comic book shops and please support that book. Let me answer some of these comments real quick. Aki said, thank fuck Action Comics is at least in top 100. Yeah, man. Thank fuck. Like I said, people finally getting the hint about that book. Some stellar quality work over there, man. I can't wait to see it climb the charts. Hopefully, one day. And Aki also said writers didn't care about researching the Batgirl characters. Readers didn't care about reading it. That's very true. I heard the debacle about that. But again, it's not terrible, but it could be so much better. Could be so much better, and I'm surprised that it's lasting this long. But I figure they they promoted it at first as a mini, and it sold well enough, so they're just gonna keep going with it. And just got back. How's the Batman doing? Depends which Batman. The main Batman series is top 50. That was like one of the first books on the list. Batman 123 was at least like 4 or 5. So Batman is doing great. Yeah, so that's how that's going. Batman is always doing great. Talk about the main Batman book. Yes, Batman Fortress not doing well. And I think we have some other Batman books we're gonna hit here. But yes, so we are now in the 100s. So let's move on to 101. Starting things off is Iron Fist number 3, 102, Wonder Woman 787. At 103, we got Knights of X number 1. Is that a reprint? Because that's very low for number 1. I feel like that's a reprint. 104, we got Shang-Chi number 12. 105 is Flashpoint Beyond Zero. That gotta be a reprint. 106 is I Am Batman number 9. 107, Godzilla versus Power Rangers. 108, Detective Comics 1059. 109, Firepower by Kirkman and Sam Nee. And rounding things off at 110 is Batman Urban Legends 15. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Flashpoint Beyond number 0. That's definitely a reprint. And again, say what you want about Jeff Johns. That boy, that man sells books. He sells books. I Am Batman number 9. Hey, 106 out of 200 is not bad. And I believe last month it was higher up the sales charts. But again, I Am Batman is doing, could be doing better, but it's not terrible, man. It's not terrible. Like, it seems like this is a book that it varies. Like sometimes it's low, but lately it's just been climbing up. It's like hovering between like the 90s and the low 100s. So that's not bad. But I feel like with Jace meeting Bruce in a couple months, and I feel like with the Dark Crisis tie-in, I feel like I Am Batman is definitely going to be climbing up the sales charts. But again, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. If you're not reading I Am Batman, I don't know what to tell you, man. Ridley's really spitting on that book, and that is my favorite Batman book. And we will be having a Batman summit. So, Sai, if you're still here, yeah, you're gonna be on the panel for the I Am Batman summit, because we need to discuss the greatness of this book and how well it is. But yeah, what else? Detective Comics 1059. I feel like this got to be a reprint. Firepower not reading Batman Urban Legends. I'm not surprised that book is as low as it is, because it's just where you toss all the characters where you don't know what to do with, and you just give them B and C list writers, so people really don't give a shit about this book. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing much else to say about this bunch. Let's see here. Sai said, "Oh wow, I'm honored." Yeah, yep. Gonna get you on that council, girl. All right. We need to tell the people how great I Am Batman is. And I'm probably gonna have somebody make that thumbnail, because that thumbnail gonna slap. I'm gonna make sure people tune in for that shit too. But yeah, let's move on. Starting off with 111, we got The Walking Dead Deluxe. We have Robin 13, Shadow War. We have King Conan number 4. We got Joker 14. We got Alien number 11. We got Excellent number 3. We got Godzilla versus Power Rangers number 2 of 5. We got Captain America 0. That definitely got to be a reprint, because I feel like I seen this one last month. We got Savage Spider-Man number 3. And we got Blood Syndicate season 1. Blood Syndicate. Oh yeah, season 1. Spawning things off at 120. Robin 13. That's definitely a reprint, because I seen that went into second printing. What else? Good to see Godzilla versus Power Rangers doing somewhat well. Blood Syndicate season 1. Yeah, this is very low. This is very low for number 1. So yeah, I read it. I thought it was pretty solid. But I don't know, man. Like these milestone books, it's I feel like they not hitting like that. But I don't know. Maybe that was always the exception because I want to say exception. Maybe that was always the expectation because 120 out of 200 is not bad, but damn, for number one, it should be higher. Like people were asking for Blood Syndicate, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Static number one did much higher when it first came out. But I don't know, man. Like y'all should show out for this. Could it be that Jeffrey Thorne is not a popular enough writer? I don't know. I don't know. Could it just be the milestone books? Maybe the sales that we get for these books are just what we should expect. I don't know, man. Like, and also to say this too, you know, a lot of the talent on those books tend to be B and C list. So, you know, that could be a reason why, but I don't know. This is kind of a bummer. I enjoyed issue one. Hopefully, things get better. But yeah, y'all gotta show out for this, man. Y'all gotta show out. Y'all. A lot of people have been asking for, you know, better representation. You know, they're giving y'all milestone returns. So show out for these books, man. There's no reason why number one, especially for a book that people have been asking for, should be this fucking low. No way, man. No way. But I don't know. This could be just it is what it is. But what else? What else? Nothing else to say here about this bunch. So let's move on. See if I got some comments. Sai said, I thoroughly enjoyed Blessed Ticket number one. Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good. I think this is like the first Jeffrey Thorne related thing that I've read. I didn't check out his Green Lanterns because I'm not a big Green Lanterns fan. But yeah, this was good. Static is much more popular character than Blood Syndicate, so I kind of expected this. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, no, still a little bit of a bummer, but yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's move on. 121, we got Bunny Mask Hollow Inside. 122, we got Marvel Voices Identity. 123, we have Suicide Squad 15. Well fucking deserved. Well fucking deserved. I'll get on that after. Hulk Grand Design Madness number one at 124. Monkey Prince number 4 at 125. I got some words to say about that. Swamp Thing 13 at 126. 127, we got Transformers Last Bot Standing. We got Merca and Dolfo Sweet Paprika number 9 at 128. We got Silk number 4 at 129 and Rounding Things Off at 130. We got Fables 151. Let's see here. Yeah, Suicide Squad 15. I will never ever forgive DC for how they dropped the ball on this book, man. I will never forgive DC for that, bro. This was a great book, and after War on Earth 3, or excuse me, during War on Earth 3, it just fucking nosedived, man. Yo, Robbie Thompson, if you ever come across this fucking video, you gotta tell us what happened. You gotta tell us what happened on that run, bro. You gotta tell us what happened. I know it wasn't your fault. Can't be your fault. You gotta tell us what happened, bro. You have to. Monkey Prince number 4. This is crazy, man. Like, I feel like this should be a little higher. This book started off well. What happened? What happened? Swamp Thing 13. I can't be mad at Swamp Thing because Swamp Thing is not that popular of a character, but you know people supported the book enough for it to get a second season, which is great. So salute to Ram V. And if you guys aren't, if you guys are sleeping on Ram V, stop sleeping on Ram V. Homie is spitting on Catwoman. He's about to be spitting on that Aquaman book that's coming out tomorrow. And I feel like there's something else that I read of his that I really enjoyed, but it's not coming to mind. Oh yeah, Justice League Dark. That was another great one. But yeah, not much to say else about this batch. Some comments. Sai said, I read Bunny Mask. It's fun. Yeah, I take your word on it. Check it out. And Aki said Swamp Thing is amazing. Everyone should be reading this. Yeah, that was a book I'm trade waiting on. I'll be honest, Swamp Thing is a character that I never really paid attention to, but I will be checking it out in trade because I trust Ram V. So maybe, oh yeah, and he's also doing fucking Dark Crisis tie-in too. So I'll definitely be checking that out. But yeah, let's move on to the 130s. We got Wolverine at 131, Wolverine number 20 at 131, excuse me. We have Demons number 2 at 132. We have Task Force Z number 8 at 133. We have Quest Aside number 1 at 134. We have Vampirella Strikes number 1 at 135. We have The Walking Dead Deluxe 39 at 136. We have Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 7 at 137. We have Silver Surfer Rebirth number 4 at 138. We have Batman Superman's World's Finest number 2 at 139. And we have Harley Quinn number 15 at 140. What to say about this batch? Feel like, oh yeah, Batman Superman World's Finest is definitely a reprint. But yeah, not much to say about this bunch. Not surprised. Task Force Z is a little lower. I feel like this could be a reprint. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, not much to say. Harley Quinn 15. Like I said, why would you condemn Luke Fox to a book that's not even selling well? Like we're into books that aren't, they're selling but not well. Like these are the lower batch of books. Why would you throw my boy Luke Fox into a book that is number 15 out of 140, bro? Why? Why? Why would you do that to my boy, man? Why? Other than that, yeah, not much to say about this. Yeah, no. I feel like the lower we go, a lot of these books I'm not really reading like that. But let's move on. Actually, let me get to some of these responses. Only familiar with the Swamp Thing TV show, and I'll never forgive DC for canceling it. Yeah, that was weird. I feel like the reason why they canceled was because it was too expensive. Yeah, too expensive. I haven't watched it, but I remember seeing some clips online. I was like, damn. I feel like the money got to be a reason. That got to be the only reason. Um, Righteous Thirst is one of my favorite comics. My mom is also reading it. I caught the first issue. I never opened it, but that's probably one I'll read and trade. Let's see here. They should have sold fish plates to fund it. The fish plates would have sold too. All right. Let's move on to this next batch. I guess I appreciate y'all for sticking through with me, man. All 4 people that are here, I appreciate you guys. We are close to the end. We should be done by 10:30, which is just enough time for me to go and eat, digest the food, and take my ass to sleep. All right, let's move on. 141. We got Red Room Trigger Warnings number 3. We have Dogs of London number 1. We have Spawn Universe number 1. We have Rocketeer the Great Race number 2. We have Dune the Waters Canley number 1. We have Future State Gotham number 13. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 129. We have X-Men number 10. We have Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse number 2. And rounding things off at 150 is A Town Called Terror. Okay. I will never stop saying this. Who is buying Future State Gotham? Who is buying Future State Gotham? Why are you buying Future State Gotham? We are done with Future State. We are about to see the culmination of Future State and Dark Crisis. Leave this timeline alone. And the fact that this book is not selling well, like this isn't great, bro. 146 out of 200. It's not great. Why? Why? This book gotta end, bro. Leave Future State alone. Leave Future State alone. But I get it. The book got its fans. Other than that, not much to say about this bunch. Yeah, nope. A lot of these books are very unfamiliar to me. So let's move on. All right. At 151, we have Venom Lethal Projector. That's definitely a reprint. We got Batman 122, definitely a reprint. Spider Gwen, Gwenverse #1, definitely a reprint. Shaolin Cowboy Cruel to Be Kid #1. Lady Mechanica, Monster of Ministry of Hell #4. We have Moon Knight #10, definitely a reprint. Sabre Tooth #3. At 157, we have Venom #7. That's definitely a reprint. That's 158. We have The Marvels #10, 159. And rounding things off at 160 is Alice Ever After. Okay, not much to say about these. A lot of these are just reprints. Not much to say. Yeah, not much to say. Yeah, nope. Yeah, nope. All right, let's move on to the 160s. What the hell? 160, 160. Okay, 161. We got Avengers 55. Like I said before, people who are buying Jason Avengers. Why? Why? Why are you buying the third prints of this book? Why? Why are you funding this man and the abomination that is this Avengers run? Why are you funding this? Why? Why? Hardware season one, #5 of 6. Uh, damn, that's very low shit. Mighty Morphin #19. I, you know what? I think I have a couple of videos in mind that I want to do. I think a possible rant on the Power Ranger books. I think that might take priority because again, there's no reason why these books should be selling solo. I would never not say that whenever I do these videos. No reason why Power Rangers should be selling this low, man. No reason. What else? Um, what else? What else? What else? What I feel like I'm all over the place. What else? Star Wars, Darth Vader #22. We have Metal Society. We have Nightwing #1. Excuse me, Nightwing 91, definitely a reprint. Spider Punk #1, definitely a reprint. Teen Titans Academy #15 at 168. 169, Harley Quinn 14, and 170 Blitz and Ballerina #1. Okay, all right. Yeah, Power Rangers, man. Power Rangers. Um, yeah, other than that, nah, not much to say about this. I got some comments here. Um, Hardware #5 making it at the top 200 is actually shocking to me. Not complaining though. Yeah. Again, I wish these books would do better. But again, I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that this is BNC talent that's on them. But yeah, I purposely trade. I'm trade waiting that one. Um, what else we got? I was surprised and shocked to learn that Avengers books has fans. Yeah, me too. Me too, man. Me too. Y'all are funding the madness that Jason Aaron is doing on them books, man. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. And Power Ranger, he said, oh no, this is not it. Yeah, Power Ranger books aren't being promoted as they used to be, and they should be. They fucking should be. And I'm gonna make a video about this, man, because it's an abomination, bro. The Power Ranger books should be selling. They should at least be in like the 90s to 100 range. Like I'll at least take that. The fact that it's so low is fucking ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, let's move on. 171, we have Star Wars 22, we have Carnage #1, Action Comics 1042, Bloodstained Teeth, we got Ice Cream Man #30, we have Nice House on the Lake, we have Bloodstained Teeth #1, we have Sonic Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome #4, we have West of Sundown, and we have Deathstroke Inc. #8, definitely a reprint. Not much to say about these. I feel like Star Wars and Carnage are definitely reprints. I feel like Action Comics could be a reprint too. Yeah, that has to be a reprint because that's way too low. Um, Yeah, not much to say about any of these. Yeah, Deathstroke Inc. #8 is definitely a reprint. But yeah, let's move on. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Mark, I appreciate you for coming through, man. You said Matt is doing a good job writing PR, and I'm shocked no one is talking about them. Yeah, man. Again, Power Ranger fans are talking about this book, but again, it's more on Boom. Like Boom is just not promoting, and who knows? Maybe they're just happy with these sales. But again, Boom is just not doing their job, bro. They're not doing their job at all. Um, Mark also said, I think it's fatigue after Eltarian War, but Eltarian War wasn't bad. Eltarian War slapped, and Power Rangers do a very good job of spacing out events. Like Power Rangers is not like a fucking Batman book where every other month it's an event. No, like they're very generous. Like I think we get an event once every 2 years because it's a lot of build up to the event, and then we get the event. But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's fatigue. I think again it's just bad promo. Not bad, but just lack of promo. But yeah, Mark, I appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Let's move on. We are in the 180s. 181, we have Immortal Red Sonja #2, Immortal X-Men #1, One Star Squadron, X-Men Red #1, definitely a reprint. Norse Mythology #3, Duo #1, Batman Superman's World's Finest #1, definitely a reprint. Naomi Season 2, that definitely has to be a reprint because yeah, it's way too low. But then again, it's fucking Bendis, so I'm not surprised. Hulk #5, 189, that's definitely a reprint. Black Panther Legends #4, rounding things off at 190. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these are reprints. Duel #1, I feel like this just came out. This just came out. Yeah, this just came out. Well, it could be a reprint. I just got to check when the release date was. Yeah, I'm curious about this one. Batman Superman World's Finest #1. That's a reprint. Naomi, I don't think that book has been selling well, so maybe that's it. Like maybe that's just the first print. But again, Bendis is he's just tanked during his time at DC Comics, so I'm not surprised. Black Panther Legends, I remember seeing a lot of talk about this book. And yeah, I'm not reading it. So yeah, only Black Panther book I'm like remotely interested in is like the book that Ridley is writing. But again, I'm trade waiting that one. All right. Yeah, not much to say about this bunch. Let's move on to the final 10. So starting off at 191, we have Captain Carter #1. That's probably a reprint. Chimerian Hour of Dragon #3. King Spawn #9. Oh, wow, excuse me. Image 30th Anniversary Anthology #2. Radiant Red #3. Earth Prime #3. Legends of Tomorrow. Batman Catwoman #1. Excuse me. Batman Catwoman #11 of 12. Power Rangers #19. Trial of the Amazons #2 of 2. Jesus Christ. What if Miles Morales #2 of 5? I feel like this is a reprint. I gotta check. I gotta check last month's because I feel like this was higher. There's no way this is the first print. No way. That has to be a reprint. But yeah, Power Rangers being so fucking low, abomination. Radiant Red. I feel like Radiant Red got to be a reprint. It's got to be a reprint. Earth Prime #3, Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not surprised if this is the first print and it's selling so low. Because yeah, people feel like the ratings for those CW shows haven't been high, and I don't know why they thought a comic book crossover. I don't know why they thought the people who are watching the show, or the lack of people who are watching the show, those shows would buy comic books. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, Power Rangers 19, yeah, bummer. Yeah, what if Miles Morales? I feel like this is a reprint because I feel like I've seen this higher up in the list before. But yeah, not much to say about this bunch. But yeah, this is the top 200 list, guys. This is the top 200 list. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're just coming into the stream, if you want me to, if there's any comic books you want me to check out, while I'm still here. Yeah, let me know and I'll go and look it up and see how well it did. But yeah, um, while before that, let me go ahead and check some of these comments. Charlie the Amazons 2 came out in April, so I'm guessing it's a reprint. Okay, all right, yeah, it has to be. Um, okay, so good to see that people showed out for the the first print. Okay. And Aki said, most of the people who are aware of Power Rangers are Power Ranger fans. Half of them pirated. They need to sell to comic book fans. Yeah, for real. They should. They really fucking should. And I don't know. That's probably one of the things I'll talk about in the video that I'll do eventually. It's just like what Boom needs to do. Because there's no way to the amount of dick riding that people do for the Power Ranger, like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series, like there's no way that the books should not be selling better. Like that's easy fucking promo. That's easy fucking synergy. Easy fucking synergy. Um, but yeah, but y'all, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I would hang out a little more, but it's a Monday night. It's 10:32 p.m. and I really should get something to eat because I'm fucking starving. But I appreciate all you guys for coming through. And again, everybody who's catching this on the replay, I appreciate you for taking your time to check out the content. And again, if you want more of this, you know what to do, man. Just hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. And like I said before, we will be doing top two. Jesus Christ, we'll be doing a 400 sub stream. I probably might do it the week of my birthday, weekend of my birthday, maybe after. And look out for next month's top 200 list, where we'll be checking out the top 200 books of June 2022. But y'all be easy, man. Much love, much peace. Once again, I appreciate everybody for coming through. It's your boy, Roliver Queen. Please be safe out there and have a great night.